Hi there, everybody. This is Paul Brown. I'm the lead voice actor for the upcoming game by Darkstar Games, Greater Powers, Gods, and Heroes. And we're here doing an episode of GP Insiders. We're going to be talking about what's going on in the world of Greater Powers. And I've got two guests here today. I've got two of our other voice actors, Travis Martin and Alicia Voiles. And without any further ado, let's bring them on. And they are coming on in, and here they come. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi. Alicia, your sound is muted, so let me have you unmute your audio really quick, and that way we'll be all fabulous. I wish I could unmute you myself, but I can't.
There we go.
Oh,
Hello.
well, Alicia, let's start with you. How are you doing? How is life in the quarantine world living for you?
Has interest after work has been non-existent. Um, so my time has been spent with my new quarantine buddy. We adopted a puppy recently. Well, I say a puppy, but he's a 4-year-old, 90-pound bear. So he has been
God,
keeping us very entertained. So yes, he's a sweetheart. We love him dearly. Spoiled rotten, but you know.
right? You and Dan.
Yes.
That's exciting. I see Dan at the Starbucks Reserve all the time.
Oh
Whenever I go
yeah.
down there for whatever reason, I always go in there and get a coffee, and he's just standing right there, just being all tall and lanky. And I'm like, "Oh, hey, look, there's Dan." And he goes, "Oh, hey,
It's
Paul." It's very weird walking in there because I go in there so often that I'm kind of like Norm on Cheers, where they all go, "Oh, hi, Paul," and then everybody else in the whole place turns and looks at me and goes, "Like, wait, why are they all saying hi to that guy?" So it's kind of funny. But okay, so Alicia, well, it sounds like quarantine life is kind of a mixed bag for you right now, but I'm hoping it's going to
Yep.
get better for you really, really soon. What about
Fingers
you,
crossed.
Travis? What's going on with you?
I'm doing great, just hanging out with my family. I recently, in the past week, got them all into playing Civilization in the hot seat mode, and so that's really, really great because we've been just playing board games for months now.
Like Civilization 6?
We're actually playing Civilization 4. We started on 6, but I told them 4 was much better because you can automate little things in it, and like playing with like a
Right.
10-year-old compared to me where I'm like, "Oh, you're going to make all the stupid civic choices and everything." And where I'm like, "Yeah, I got to give them a little bit of a
I always
help."
make all the stupidest civic choices in Civilization. Really, I do. I can't help it. It's just one of those things. But I've been playing Civ 6 so much lately that I'm starting to see those world leaders in my sleep.
Did you get it
That's
on
what I've been
for
doing.
free when the Epic Store had it for free like a month ago?
No, you know what's really funny is that I bought it and then like a day later, Epic said free, and I went, "Oh, darn it!" Because I bought it on Steam
Yeah.
because I do both Epic and Steam and
With with
Arc.
Yeah, with the recent Ubisoft thing with giving away Watch Dogs 2 for their latest like press release, uh,
Right,
I'm really angry because I bought Watch Dogs 2 a week ago on the Steam summer sale, and I'm like, wonderful.
right. I know it's hella wonderful, wonderful. Wait, let me try that again. Wonderful. It's
But it's definitely a
wonderful.
great time to be a PC gamer
So
with
good.
like all of the random free giveaways.
Right? I got Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the prequel, which I'd never really heard of before, but I started playing it. I'm not a big first shooter kind of a person, like a first person shooter game, but I thought I would try it out and it's actually not horrible. It's okay.
Uh,
It's not horrible.
I like it to a point. It's very much like first person shooter Diablo with all the loot.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of loot. There's definitely a lot of loot. But, it's still a first person shooter. Every time I start moving the camera around too fast, I just want to kind of go and find like an air sickness bag or something.
Uh, that's how I feel with third person. Like whenever I'm playing things like Skyrim, I always have to like switch it to first person because at a certain point I'm just like, whoa, there's too much environment. What's happening?
Have you guys
Right?
played either
Yeah.
of them in VR?
Oh,
No. What's that like?
in Skyrim VR, like the dragons, every time you see them, they're impressive because it actually feels like, holy crap, there's a 25-foot dragon right in front of me, and I'm a lot less brave in VR than I am in other video games. Resident Evil 7 in VR is easily the scariest experience I've like ever had in any sort of medium or media.
Oh my god.
Oh, there you are.
VR
I can hear you again,
terrifying.
Alicia. You
Oh,
cut
perfect.
out for a second. There you are. I can hear you again.
The VR is super frustrating, especially on things like Skyrim, because when you're riding the horse, the movement is so true that that's what gives me the motion sickness. For VR games, I end up playing like mech games and stuff like that where I'm in the cockpit, so like my movement is more control based versus like look based.
Yeah. I like that a lot better. I have the PlayStation VR and like Wipeout, which is like a racing game, like that's been around forever. Like in VR is just insanely good, but it's a lot better because I'm just controlling a ship rather than having to be a person.
Wipeout in VR.
Every single version of Wipeout they converted to VR.
Wipeout. Wow, Wipeout has been around since.
It's in the movie Hackers.
Your guys' age, right? I know. I'm way too old to know that, but there it is. Okay, well, so it sounds like life is fun and people are playing games and having a good time at the very least. And so we should probably talk a little bit about why we're actually here today. And why we're here today is to like sort of have like a little watch party for Dev Diary 19, which came out last Saturday. So this is Monday, so that was just a couple of days ago. And we've got some interesting things to talk about on there, like the one of the things I want to talk about really quickly is the fact that we got our PlayStation Partners publishing deal from Sony. And so this is a really big development for Darkstar Games because it means that we're going to have to spend a lot less time trying to get people to buy the game and see the game and get it, and Sony's going to do a lot of that work for us. So that's good, which means that the three of us and the other 17 voice actors and the other 60 engineers and animators and riggers are going to, hopefully, if the game sells even a decent amount, make lots of money. Because don't we all want to do that? Like make lots of money.
And also with PlayStation, it's a little less crowded of a platform as PC.
It's
and
less
being
crowded
on
of a
both
platform.
is
It's gonna
awesome.
be on. We're gonna also be on Steam. I believe we're gonna be releasing it on Steam, and also right now there's a plan to try to get it onto the new Xbox that's supposed to be coming out at the end of the year. That isn't an official announcement yet, though. That's not official, says the board of directors person sitting here. So it's not. But that is very exciting. The whole thing with the PlayStation partnership is really exciting. So, but let me put me on solo so that I can queue up the Dev Diary. And so I'm gonna go and hit Spotlight, and then over here I'm going to hit Dev Diary 19. And there it is. All right, so I'm going to turn the music up and turn me down.
Turn the music up.
We have this great music this week. Oh, wow. There's Dev Diary 19. So again, we're a PlayStation partner, and it's very exciting. So
I really love the look of the Night Blossoms. Like, they just look otherworldly, like they would be something in the astral realms. I like stuff where it's familiar but also completely different.
Right? It's great. It's very exciting to see. It's very exciting to see this new artwork that's been coming out. Our artists have been very productive over the past 3 or 4 weeks, and so we're going to be reviewing some of the earlier Dev Diaries as well.
I really hope that they're going to make this elemental or some kind of like skill change for like the different colors, because the bioluminescence is just so cool. I hope they make it more than just that.
Yeah, rather than just background stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
A lot of this is work in progress stuff. So here's the vortex generators from Mateus Novak. These engines are pretty neat. I like it's got such a great steampunk aesthetic to them.
I always
I'm
love
super
stuff
excited.
that looks familiar but foreign at the same time, and I really love how this looks like it could be an engine in the real world, but also, at the same point, not at all.
Right? Exactly. It's like, what are those things? What are those things sticking out? And those wires
I mean, it's just
and
so the artwork is just so realistic. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. Like just watching everything kind of be developed from behind the scenes. It's just amazing the kind of talent our artists have for sure.
yeah, I'm profoundly humbled every time I go in and look at the new art and see what they're doing. And so here's a light test. This is a work in progress from Oscar Montez, another one of our artists. All this is doing is just showing. He's just showing some environmental lighting just to kind of test it out. I expect we're going to see a lot more from that. And of course, this week we do have new music from Andrea Bellucci, who's one of our new musician composers, and we're very excited about that.
I
That's
love
what
it.
we've been listening to.
I'm a metal singer, and after hearing this, I even played it for my band. I was like, "You guys are depressing. Why aren't you as good as this guy?"
Oh, I know. It's the music is just so brutal. I'm like, this is something I can commit a murder to. I want to go into battle with this. This is amazing.
Right? I know. Let's go commit murders right now. No. Damn it. Oh,
we're in quarantine.
We're in quarantine. We can't kill anybody until we get out of quarantine. But
Yeah, we're
really
literally trying to stop doing all that. That's the whole why we're doing this on Zoom instead of all meeting each other.
Right. We're trying to do this on Zoom so that we don't all give each other the coronavirus. I don't want to get the Rona. I'm an old man.
No.
Not that old, but you know. Right? Well, let's not talk about that. That's too depressing. I hope that everybody's doing good social distancing, though, and it looks like everybody's kind of, sort of staying home and enjoying, at least making the most out of staying home.
It's great for gaming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it is.
I bet you.
Found this... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I bet you this last Steam sale is probably one of their most successful ever.
Right, it would not surprise me at all. I did find this game on Epic. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it really fast. So I've been playing a bunch of different civilizations, 5, 6, and Beyond Earth. But, I can't find it.
So how does Beyond Earth even work? Because in all the civilizations I play, basically space travel is the end. You win the science victory.
So it's basically the exact same thing as all the other Civilization games, except it's on another planet. And instead of barbarians, you have aliens. And instead of, you have like these other civilizations. So what happens is the premise is that Earth has become such a horrible place that they have to leave. And so all of these different kind of meta civilizations, like the Australia and the Pacific Islands, they all kind of form a civilization and they go. And then these people sort of in like the subcontinent of India and Pakistan and stuff.
Instead of having your normal cultural background that you have in Civilization, you have like a future end of Earth civilization background, kind of like that.
Yes, although you go into outer space, and so these little spaceships, and they come and they land. That's the settler, and it lands, and then it opens up, and that's your first settlement. And then you can create another settlement by, it's just the exact same process. It's just all that turn-based. It's good. I mean, if you like Civilization, it's good stuff.
Do they still have all the classical world leaders and stuff?
No. It's all new world leaders. There's like a Brazilian guy, and then there's this kind of Slavic Russian kind of guy, and then there's America is now a corporation, which... Well, okay, I shouldn't even say
I could never see that happening. Never.
I could never in a million years see that. Exactly.
What?
That's realistic.
But there's this... Oh, here it is. It's called Lifeless Planet, and I downloaded it off the Epic Store 2 days ago. I haven't played it yet, but the graphics look really, really cool and dystopian and fun and kind of apocalyptic, which might be appealing in our current apocalypse that we're living through, our corona apocalypse, or not. But we can sit and talk about more games. Or, well, we could wrap this up because we've been sitting here doing this now for a while, and this is fun, and I'm definitely enjoying it. But I do have kind of a job to do in doing this, right? Aren't we supposed to be?
Indeed, there is purpose.
There is purpose here. Well, so what we got to talk about today, we got to see our night blossoms, and we got to see from Manish. We got to see that untextured sword warrior. Remember, he was doing the little sword guy. He was on there for like 4 or 5 seconds.
I really love seeing all the different troops that like are like, and everything. How epic this is going to be! Like when it all comes together, I'm really excited for this.
Well, you know, on the there is some new gameplay video footage that's coming. I've seen a little bit of it, sort of behind the scenes, and it's really coming to look good. So there's for the next Dev Diary, I suspect we're going to have even more interesting stuff. But that means that it's time for me to say thank you guys for joining.
Great talking to you.
It was nice seeing everybody, catching up for a little bit.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Wonderful. Alicia and Travis, thank you for joining again. And I know we're going to have you guys back here because we always have such fun, stimulating conversations. And I'm Paul Brown, and you guys are Alicia Voiles and Travis Martin. And we
are Dark Star Games.
Dark Star Games! Okay, anyway.
It's hard to do.
It is hard to do. That syncing thing is kind of hard to do. I'm going to spotlight this one more time, and then I'm going to put on this. And there it goes. Thanks for watching, everybody.